about this one. All right, there he is, our winner, Tilmorf. GG's.
GG's. Hello.
Yeah, congratulations, 3-1 record. You have qualified for the playoff bracket. How'd you feel about this one?
Felt pretty good. It was definitely an interesting seed.
Kind of gave you everything you needed very quickly, and then a little bit of in-game routing and stuff was. There was strangely enough, you guys actually routed basically everything differently once you got out of criteria, which is kind of funny given how little there actually was to do.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So, uh, basically, it's like you get to the middle of Red Tower. You saw the portal and then did X-ray before not going back, where Ace just went into Upper Norfair, which means she got gravity. Didn't elect to check ice, which could have, given that it was heat reduction gravity, but decided not to. And then obviously you went down, saw everything, and then came back to Upper Norfair, where she like left, got the X-ray e-take, and then checked ice, and then went back down. And then you went to West Meridia before killing the Fantoon, where Ace killed the Fantoon. And then had gravity already. She checked both the portals. She went out the back to go to East Meridia first, which is a big difference because she actually checked a few of those majors that you didn't
Okay.
before getting the very suit in West Meridia. And then Turian being there kind of cost both of you a little bit of time. And then you did Green Brinstar from opposite directions too, which was kind of funny because she went to Steel Chamber where you went to Croc Door.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering that because I knew top of Brinstar or back of Norfair had to be Croc, and I knew the other portals, so I just took the portals I knew. But yeah, I would have gone and done Fantoon, but I mismarked all the bosses instead of
Ooh.
where they're located. I marked what they unlock. So I thought Ridley was going to be in Wrecked Ship,
Oh.
which
It's
is why
unfortunate,
I
yeah.
farmed up before going into Wrecked Ship. And then it was Fantoon. I was like, oh, well, guess I'll have to figure it out as I go. I
Yeah.
just knew there was 2 Crades and a Ridley. And
You definitely don't want to walk ill prepared into a Ridley, so that makes some sense, yeah.
yeah. But other than that, I feel like I played this really well. I do think going directly into Upper Norfair, getting the gravity suit, and then heading back for X-ray and Spacer would have been the better play, just because you don't have as much backtracking. But yeah, all
Yeah.
the back and forth after that, who knows?
Yeah. It was also interesting. You all did very different East Rias again. Obviously, you had the various suit earlier. We'll mention Ace's official time is 59:49 here in second place. So Ace went out the back of Rex ship and went through the front of East Meridia. Hello, Ace. GG's.
Oh,
Hello,
GG.
GG, Tilly.
And
Thank you.
then so did the boss and then did Sandpit and Plasma and then went back out the front where you went back out the front of Rick's ship and then you did back to back East Radio, which was really funny seeing how differently you could have tackled all of these things.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah. Yes, we've been talking a little bit about the differences. Like it's funny because basically once you hit the middle red tower portal, you all did everything in different orders, which is kind of very difficult to do in this seed, but it still happened.
Interesting. I mean, we both did, like, you kind of have to do, like, Wreck Ship and East Meridia, like, in some fashion once you find all that, right? Before digging into Upper Norfair.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
actually, so Tillyworth just told us actually what happened. So when he marked his bosses, he marked the areas they unlocked instead of the actual boss. So he thought it was Ridley and Wreck Ship.
Oh,
So he
no.
didn't do that until
Yeah.
he had gone into West Meridia and found the various suit, which you didn't do
Oh,
till after East
interesting.
Meridia. Uh, so yeah,
Yeah.
I did like It was funny when you went out the back of Rick ship to go to East Meridian. I do strictly think that was the fastest way to get to East Meridian from where you were, funnily enough.
I did
But
kind
then
of
when
go the
you,
wrong way, like in Criteria. Like I went up
yeah,
the Pirates and like ran up Terminator and realized halfway up that that was wrong. And turns out that Kago room is right next to the G4 door.
yeah. And then it was interesting. After checking plasma, I actually thought you would have gone out the back, where Tilly entered in left from the back, and then you entered
Yeah,
in left from the front. It was
I didn't want to
interesting.
be at because the back led to we're at
Top red
elevator,
tower.
and I
Yeah,
wanted to be in. I guess it's not that much different, but I wanted to be directly in West Meridia because there was still the portal there at Main Street, and I was like, okay, this is probably like there's obviously the major there, which was Varia that I didn't really expect to be anything good, but I was like, the portal's probably going to be to Green Bryn because I haven't seen any of that yet,
yeah,
or like it'll shovel me off into like back into Upper Norfair, and I'll clear out the majors there and get Varia or something. So I didn't really want to take the back of East Meridia. Like going down the elevator there takes so long, both up the elevator and then immediately back down at the top of Red
yeah.
Tower.
Yeah,
But I,
I
I
Makes
assume
some
that
sense.
Tilly, you didn't do plasma because
no,
our
I
sleep check
I
it did
did
not pay
not.
out. It felt bad.
Yeah, I wasn't when I went to East Meridia, I was considering going across Criteria to enter the front, but I figured going from the back and traversing through East Meridia was about even as going across Criteria. But yeah, with
Hmm.
the elevators, going to the front might have been faster. But yeah, I didn't really check anything in East Meridia other than Batuni tank and precious missiles.
Yeah, you got to pick up your pressure valve.
Oh yeah,
Like I don't
I
even
did see that, but
I just face
shout outs to
planted it
pressure
and
valve.
felt bad. I skipped the
It's
double
hard
jump.
at that point to
Fine.
remember that there is exactly. Well, I mean, there's exactly two items that don't do anything for. Well, not even for you, Ace. I mean, Heat Shield would have actually done something for you at the
Well,
time.
double
But yeah,
jump
there
still
was.
would have been worthless because space jump was so early, which was the
Yeah,
yeah.
Honey and
yeah.
Ridley item.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to remember that there are useless items that you could not want to pick up. But yeah, it was an interesting race, and yeah, the East Meridian stuff as well. I mean, like again, you basically did everything in different orders. Like you did Green Brinstar from opposite directions because you picked different Upper Norfair doors. Like
Hmm.
there was a lot of different routing things
How
that
many
all kind of culminated.
tanks did you have, Tilmorf?
3. I ended just bare minimum.
Okay,
Yeah.
like 3 and 1 or something like that, or
No,
four.
just three.
Just
Just three.
3,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Because they're I was like I don't know. I guess I was overestimating how much like the reverse lava dive takes, and
I think somehow everyone's like has this
I always
like
think it means three.
juggernaut like impossible like wall like view of that. Like with
Hmm.
and without gravity, varia, etc. Like I think everyone overestimates how much damage it does, basically.
I think it's because the logic like overestimates what it expects you to have, so it makes me think it's scarier just because the logic
Yeah.
expects you to have so much every time. So I was like thinking I would need like 3 or 4, and I got a fifth one just in case. But I kind of needed it on the mother brain. I need at least one of those extra ones
Yeah.
because that was sketch. Because I just am not good at like low DPS mother brain, and we didn't really get any like supers late on. Like they were all just stacked early.
Yeah.
I thought there was a chance that you might have peaked specifically into Brinstar Reserve, given you came into that way. And that
I
was
thought about
plasma
it,
in the
but it was
credits, which would have been nice, but obviously you can't know that.
I already had felt bad because I was over checking. Like I really shouldn't have
Yeah.
checked.
Wave.
Wave was so out of the way. It's like
Yeah.
because I even was thinking about I was like, if it's plasma, it's worth. If it's speed, it's probably worth. Like even if it's high jump, I don't think it pays off enough to be worth the trip. And E-Tank certainly doesn't. I was like, this is so far out of the way.
It was just that, like, on only ice, like 4 miners is like not bad at all.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
So did you get
This,
wave beam at least?
I did get wave beam. Yep,
Okay,
yep.
yeah. I ended with ice wave charge, so a
Mhm.
clean 100
AC,
shot mother brain.
it was interesting. So Tilly didn't check old Mother Brain, which was a super, and then there were some other
Mhm.
checks that Ace did that Tilly didn't. So Ace, you ended up with 10 more supers, which, especially if we ended our only ice, could have really made a bigger difference
Yeah, I
than it
needed
ended up.
them. Luckily,
It
got
also
bailed out
took,
by the missiles before Fantoon. Also,
oh yeah, well, I think
that was really
Tilly
funny.
you checked the Alpha Power Bombs, so already had one
Okay,
from there.
yeah, it was 18
And then
minutes
I
in. I
think you
was in
also
wreck
had
ship,
one
and I about to fight
from
Fantoon with no
Mama
missiles.
Turtle. Yeah,
I was like, I hope there's missiles here. I really would like one pack, but I don't really know how to do that fight on one missile pack. It's really awkward.
it is really awkward.
It's
Yeah,
like I know
I
you want
liked
to
the Enrage,
listen to the
honestly,
flames.
because
I think the first one was correct because I was like, I can still get enough damage here, and then guarantee I farm back up to 5 on the flames during the enrage.
yeah.
It's whatever. GG's again, Tilly. Well
Yeah,
played.
GG's. Thanks for the race. It was
Hmm.
definitely a fun seed.
Yeah, it was. And thank you for comms, and I guess Jestro's tracking.
Yep,
Thank you, Jestro.
as always.
Hmm.
For the third time this week, I will say this, but I think I might actually be correct this time. Tilly, I do think it's gonna be me and you next week, but we'll have to see how it all shapes out. But how the standings look right now, I think it'll be me and you.
Is there a standings document? I haven't been able to find one.
So
But
Jestro
I
posted a link to an unofficial one that he's been keeping himself. Uh, the easiest way for me to find it is to go on the Dash Discord and just search messages from Jestro. Yeah. But I did talk to Kupo today, and he is close, quote unquote, to having it all available and visible in Inertia. So hopefully that also will come out soon. But yeah,
okay,
Jester's
cool.
been keeping track of it all. So
Nice.
if that's the case, we'll figure that out. It'll be fun times. If not, good luck to both of you next week, and also the week after that again, Ace. A couple chances for one more win to qualify for the bracket. There's a lot of killers down there in 2-2. I'm sure you.
Hmm.
Well, I'm not sure exactly how aware of that you are, but yeah, it's gonna be some crazy matchups next week all around.
Yeah, I'm hoping to squeak into the brackets at 3-3. That's kind of what I'm expecting for my play to earn. But one extra tough opponent or bad luck or day where you play bad, and that can slip away.
Yeah, 22 people in the tournament. There's not a lot of people where you're looking at me like, yeah, yeah, I'm definitely gonna win. Like, it's tough. People are good.
Hmm.
So, again, thank both of you for the race. I'll give one final shout out here in chat. If you enjoyed Willie Shaw, give our runners a follow. And if you so desire, you can follow my esteemed co commentator, Jestro, who may or may not stream at some point in the future if we bother him enough, as well as myself. We do have one more race to conclude this week. If you're here in the Americas, it's a little bit of an early morning race. It's iCure versus OK Beamer at 8 a.m. Eastern. So, wake up with your morning cup of Joe and some Super Metroid. Hopefully, we can get some crew on that to bring that to you. That's a 1-2 matchup. Should be an exciting one. I think Beamer's had a little bit of a tough break at things thus far, and iCure is definitely no slouch himself. So, that should be a good one. And then on to week 5, where things are really getting interesting, and people trying to solidify that spot in the playoffs, or jockey for position. It's going to be some very very fun races and fun matchups to come your way. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, GG's to our racers and for Just Zooks and everyone else here at Speed Gaming. This has been DJ Webb, and we'll see you next mission.
Hooray! We we made it into the brackets. So that's nice. Definitely feel like I outperformed myself in the qualifiers, so I was a bit worried coming into the Swish rounds, but 2 weeks remaining, and you've solidified a spot. So yeah, that's going to do it for me for right now. I might be back later tonight in 4-ish hours. I'm still unsure, but for now, I need to take a break and get some dinner. Thanks for stopping by. Escape randos were a nice map rando deviation from the norm, and then fun dash rando race. Alright, well, I'm not going to raid out. Just going to end, so take care. Have a good evening, and I'll see you around.